So the reasons that we're doing this is that we want to be able to define homeostasis, we want to be able to compare various models of homeostasis, and we want to be able to differentiate between methods of homeostasis.
And look at models they did. From homeostasis processes in the body, like heart rate and regulating temperature, students had to create models of their own to explain homeostasis. From there, we showed the students what research says about actions impacting homeostasis.
And it's tuning in for self-care. Today's centering thought, I attune my attention to my body, like what they were doing in the little Mind Up video. Deepak Chopra will give you an Indian Sanskrit mantra later on. He'll say hum, something you can repeat to yourself. And focus on my body and mind are aligned in awareness. So if your attention is connected to your body, not totally up in your head, you'll function a lot better.
And students practiced meditation. But what was left is we had to have a measurement for stress.
Now this is what we're going to take a look at today, your radial pulse, which is in your wrist. You see how we're using 2 fingers? We're not using the thumb. Why do you think we're not using the thumb?
Isn't there like a pulse already in the thumb?
Yes, very good. Thank you. There is already a pulse in the thumb.
With data, students learned how to calculate standard deviation, how to perform a standard t-test, and how to create a graph within a spreadsheet. The students took their findings and presented it in a video.
Homeostasis Stress Lab Investigation. Homeostasis is the maintenance and regulation of the internal environment within the body, or the state of being stable. Examples of homeostasis at work inside the body includes temperature regulation, water balance, and blood pH. In this model, I'm showing you the negative feedback loop for glucose levels. Stress is also an example of a negative feedback loop. How does stress affect homeostasis? Stress affects homeostasis by releasing many unnecessary and unneeded hormones. So you may be wondering, if we are in a stressful situation, how can we reduce our stress levels? Well, glad you've asked. Step 1. Find your radial pulse and count how many pulses you feel in 1 minute. Make sure you are getting your resting pulse rate. Step 2. Listen to soothing sounds for 1 minute. Step 3. Immediately after listening to soothing sounds, retake your pulse. Step 4. Record your data in a spreadsheet or on a piece of paper. Now let's run a standard t-test to prove that listening to soothing sounds for 1 minute will reduce stress. Don't forget, for our data to be statistically significant, it has to be below 0.05. After calculating, the results of the t-test are 0.00017. Since 0.0017 is less than 0.05, this means that listening to soothing sounds is statistically significant. Not only did you just learn how to reduce stress levels in a stressful situation, but you got to witness homeostasis in action.